And
It
Sorry.
is still August 7th, 0086.
Well, Italians aren't human. Ah, it's too blue.
Lovely way to start the session, as always.
Make the blue muted. Make it, it hurts my eyes.
Okay.
shit, what? Wrong blue.
Narrative points. Wrong blue.
There we go.
There we go.
Yes, okay, that's a good blue.
Their fascist blue color versus our gallant blue color.
No,
It's gotta be a British colony, though, right? I never mind. I'm getting
Okay, so
Um,
Enough about Africa and the real colonial wars. Let's go to our science fiction colonial wars.
this is. I'm not sure we're colonial at this point.
as you're
I don't know.
all-
The AU is pretty colonial to me. Literally a colonial uprising.
Yes, I'm familiar with the West Side Boys.
As you're all in the transport, the doors open, the hatches open, and you see down below Cali Base the sort of hatch opening from the ground, the dart itself lifting, and you're all slowly sort of lowered into the hangar. Immediately as you hit the ground, there's this vibrant shake. Essentially what you're in is this oversized cargo box, just filled to the brim with people in the suits in the background, and immediately everyone sort of like a can of sardines just sort of like exits out. You hear screaming as the wounded are the first to go, and through the chaos eventually you are all left alone in the hangar as you see the dozen or so men you took with you, and the injured and the corpses all rush out.
Sorry, I forgot again. Do we roll to improve skills at the end of episodes or sessions?
At the end of episodes, but because every session is an episode so far.
Has been.
Got it. Got it.
So yes, if you have anything to improve, you roll to improve it.
My subterfuge has gone from 0 to 1.
Same.
I'm still real fucking bad at it. Oh, okay, so we all got valuable lessons last time.
If we all put our heads together, we are equal to one Bucky.
Yes.
Kill people.
In the chaos, in the chaos, you see Sergeant Hans sort of ordering everyone around, and then looks over to your sort of group, I imagine, as your, unless if any of you went with the sort of medical crowd, you would all still be in there. He looks over. Are any of you all right?
I look around.
I'm fine somehow.
I look down at myself. So far, so good.
I just stubbed my toe.
A lot of the team got blown up though and injured. Also, I think we've got some Fetty prisoners. Be careful around them. Don't let the Zeeks kill them in their sleep.
Okay.
Nobody here is stupid enough to do something like that. Jesus, that was a mess.
What Bonnie, like one eyebrow goes up, and he's like,
I'm doing the exact same thing.
yeah, it's just like they were stupid enough to invade the Earth internally.
They were winning, though. I mean,
We'll
I
have
don't
to.
know. They sold out after 3 months.
They weren't doing too well in America.
I don't know. They took over a lot of the planet. They were doing pretty well, even if you stalled it. Like, how much did they control?
Like the guys here, like at this place, like these guys invaded the Mojave Desert. Anyways,
Do you say that out loud?
no, that is not out loud.
Okay, I imagine
fucking with
so.
him.
He shoulders his rifle, which you see is he's still open carrying. If you're not injured or in need of assistance, then you should probably help out with the rest, or at least get some rest. This has all been a fucking mess. He sort of kicks the sort of side of the aircraft. God.
I mean,
If it wasn't for he sort of points to the Bucky and Hunt, things could have gone a lot worse. That Ashimar might have fucking killed us all.
Well, Hunt presumably flying in with mobile suit. Didn't you steal the mobile suit?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Not the Ashimar.
No, yeah, the other one that I forgot. The one you blew it up with.
You have 2 gems.
Okay.
I
mean, for Operation where we got like rumbled by a mobile suit like 5 minutes after we started, I think that went as well as could be expected. It just
pretty much
shows how terribly outgunned we are.
This is a kind of a hard ground to do sort of hit and run high mobility stuff in. No trees to hide under, no caves to hide in, except for this one. We're gonna have to get pretty clever with it.
Speaking of clever, we should probably consider our plan to like move everything out of the base.
There's got to be some kind of pre-prepared policy for it. We should probably see what the Zeeks are already prepared to do and then go from there.
I nod. I stretched a little. Well, I have an after-action report to write. Is there anything urgent?
He sort of like moves his hair. You'll probably want to talk to the lieutenant colonel. My bad. You'll probably want to talk to the colonel after this. She'll want to know what you've been up to, especially after everything that happened. You don't exactly normally lose this many men through one operation.
Yeah, we didn't do good with that. How many did we lose? What's the butcher's bill?
He's like thinking, after we counted everyone, after the head count, I think, we have 2 corpses, we were unable to recover the rest, we're missing 2, and we have 4 injured right now.
Out of how many total?
Out of about the 18 men we brought with us.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Not great.
We need to reevaluate our strategy.
Might not be strong enough to do a lot of direct action right now.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
What if do we have agents in any cities or towns in the area? Or I assume we do, but I want confirmation, obviously.
In the area, he sort of like thinks the Mojave, we really don't have anybody major aside from a few rats in the Federation, but
we have sympathizers and informants, but no direct action guys.
Los Angeles, you'd probably have a better bet, but that's not my area at all. I have other things to worry about right now.
No, that's fair. I'm just thinking, because if we want an advantage, then what we can do is disrupt supply lines, learn everything we can about. Obviously, we're already doing that, but try to focus on learning everything we can about supply lines, about where they're going, how strong they are in certain areas. I feel like we can focus more on the intelligence side. Also, I mean, if we can build a support base in a major city, then we can ship arms to them, and that'll be an excellent way to build support and build a strong base, but also serve as a distraction, something to spread out the Titans' just manpower and resources. That's what I think.
Lieutenant, not to Ensign, my apologies, not to step out of line here, but things are looking bad right now. I think what we need to do right now is regroup.
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad to give a gun to like a guy in like the city and be like, all right, you can go fight a Titan with that and go start a shootout.
Yeah, that would just be sentencing him to death for no real reason.
If he wants to, he wants to.
Well, Yeah, he wants to. He wants to. That's still bad for the organization. We need intel. We need people to nab supplies off of Fetty bases. We need
Dead militant is no use to anyone.
exactly. Yeah, why waste an informant putting a bullet in a couple cops?
I guess.
Not a trade-off makes no sense. What we learned today was the dangers of doing a direct action before we're fully ready for it. Frankly, we got lucky.
I don't know what type of pilot they sent after us for that type of thing, but normally that type of pseudoconsult we had would have. He sort of like just bites his thumb. It's not my area. I'll see you all around. I need to reevaluate, see how many men we lost, see if the injured are okay.
Oh, they're probably sick Titans after us, so keep your eyes peeled for
Anything
anything really? I'm just trying to think of what mobile suits the Titans would be flying at this point.
Jim Quells, Hyzax,
Ash, you know.
Ashimars, a couple of them.
As the sergeant leaves, he leaves the four of you to your own devices. You can see the hangar is now in its a more unusual and heavy disarray. You see the sort of men being met with it by the doctor, as she sort of leads them to one of the corridors. You see the colonel, the two colonels sort of step out above, watching the scene from Max. What the fuck is that?
Why would you post that?
What did you mean by that? Clanker.
It's funny.
You see the two colonels sort of look out, looking at the scene below them. And from behind, you see your pilot. Let me make sure I am getting this correct. This has been a second. Yeah, you see Corporal Holly step out, a sort of smaller, blondish woman. Just like sort of step out of the pilot's seat, looking over, making sure that the landing was secure.
I walk off.
I'm gonna go help with the medical.
Okay. Where are you walking off to?
Write the report.
Write the report. Okay. And Baki.
So I have no medical skills.
Bucky, Matro, are you going to be following them?
I also have no medical skills whatsoever, so I probably will just like help out with the like tech team getting all this, suits unsecured, get the start on the maintenance cycle on the transport, because I suspect we're going to have to move soon, so probably best to just start getting like our gear in tip-top shape.
Okay. Who do I start with first? Bonky, as you are moving with the medical team, you sort of see some of the men who you were just fighting alongside not a few hours prior. You sort of helping move. You kind of got what's the term for like a
Triage?
A medical bed, or like a medical
Oh god.
Is it a gurney?
The gurney's the thing you use to roll people around in.
I see.
Isn't it?
Is it not the thing where you like hold both ends?
Stretcher?
Yeah, a stretcher.
Yeah, stretcher's the one you carry, gurney's the one you roll.
Okay.
The bed's a bed.
You don't really have any gurneys, so you see a couple men on stretchers, being led by the head doctor, who I do not believe you have met earlier. She is Miss Amiri, or Dr. Amiri, a sort of black-haired Asian woman, just sort of wearing standard medical fatigues and a pair of glasses on her face.
Anything I can do to help?
Oh, yes. Jesus. She's carrying one of the stretchers right now, and so you're sort of heading off to sort of unused section of the base. You're sort of getting beds. You see some men getting beds. How much field experience do you have, at least when it comes to medical?
Decent. Bunky's like, decent. I can keep people from dying. I can't make them better, but I can stop them from dying. I have a 3 in medicine. I'm not sure exactly what that corresponds to.
I am at. You've taken classes in both officers training and when you are a pilot. You know how to use the tourniquet. You know pretty well how things work. You're not a trained doctor, but you're...
Yeah, I got like the basic. I got what I learned in basic, pretty much.
Yeah, plus your own field experience with the 3, so you know pretty damn well what you're doing, at least to keep people from dying, like you said. Alright, why don't you help this gentleman? I just, you see her sort of tending to the others.
Got it.
Before you, as you see one of the beds being sprawled out, it's more of a mattress than anything. You see one of the injured men before you. He has a large gash across his arm, a bit of scrap metal hanging out from his leg, and he's still conscious, sort of kneeling on the other, trying to stand up.
Oh, just keep it down for now. Just keep it down for now. Let's not try to stand up. Let's get this out of you first.
I'm fine. It's the
You're
others
not...
you have to worry about.
No, you're my job. Everyone else is already taken care of. It's your turn.
You sort of, you see him sort of try and move, but as you push his hand on his shoulder, he kind of collapses onto the mattress. God damn it.
All right, just lay back. Just lay back. What medical supplies do I have on hand?
You do have you have your tourniquet. You have you see Amiri sort of spreading things out. Another man is with you, sort of looking over everything.
Do I have any painkillers?
Painkillers? I wouldn't say you have anything.
I got nothing. We got nothing for the pain. Oh dear. Okay.
You have a bottle of whiskey.
That is bad. Okay.
You do have you have bandages, stitches, antibiotics.
We don't got no morphine. Okay. What about anti-infectant?
You do have anti-infectant.
Okay, that's fine. All right. What's where in the leg? Yeah, next operation, robbing a hospital for real. All right. The piece of metal embedded in his leg. Where is that exactly?
It's about right above the knee.
Right above the knee. Internal or like medial or external? Is it on the outside or inside of his thigh?
It's on the outside. It's
great.
A bit wedged in.
That's where the femoral artery isn't. Perfect.
It's a bit wedged in there, but from what you can tell, actually, roll me a medical check. Just
medical and.
Let me get your sheet up real quick so I can judge this. My bad. That's. Yeah, I'd say...
Well, he gains a new kind of trauma on watching this guy bleed out in front of him.
This is going to be keen medicine. Keen medicine.
Keen medicine. Do I get my special boy bonus?
I imagine you sort of see him just sort of gritting there. And do you hold this man's hand as he's trying to just sort of go through the pain?
I'm just like keeping an arm on his shoulder, trying to keep him
I'd
through
say
it
yes.
Okay, special boy bonus added.
Because this is directly
Oh,
relating.
thank God I got the special. Thank God I added the special boy bonus. One success.
Okay. You can tell after some after some prying, it's not touching bone.
Okay.
So
Um.
it's just
All right.
completely a flesh wound.
That gash on the arm is not actively bleeding, right?
It is, but not severely.
Not important. Okay, we'll get to that later. All right, I tourniquet his thigh about like about 4 inches above the piece of metal. Well, I put gloves on first, and I tourniquet his thigh about 4 inches above the piece of metal, and I pull that sucker out.
Assuming we have gloves.
Assuming
Yes,
we have gloves.
Yes, you have gloves.
How do we
Proper-
have gloves but no painkillers?
You can get gloves at any grocery store. You can't do that with morphine.
I'm sort of surprised that they don't just have like illicit drugs that they use as painkillers.
he does have a piece of leather to bite on, so
Well, that's actually a choking hazard. You don't actually want to do that.
this is
All right,
space related too.
all right. We pull that piece of metal out. Throw some Sudafed on that shit and bandage it up.
All right. The process takes actually a couple of minutes. As he's going through the pain, he's sort of grabbing onto the mattress, but it's nothing bad. And as you see, compared to the others, especially the corpses, it's you can say this man got pretty lucky.
I'm sure that's him. All right, now you should be doing really. Once that's all taken care of, I'm gonna bandage up the like smaller wound in his arm. As I do so, I'm like, all right, you should be doing pretty good. If you start feeling cold or clammy or really hungry, just give a shout and we'll help you with that.
Jeez.
If an orderly doesn't get to you, make sure this. I gestured his leg. If the bandages get soaked through, give a shout and we'll have someone clean it. Replace the wrapping bandage.
Give me a stick to walk on. We have too many things to do.
You cannot walk. You absolutely cannot put any weight on this leg.
He just sort of smashes his fist against the mattress.
What's his rank?
You see, he doesn't have any like immediate signifier or any arm patches.
That's an order soldier.
You're you're one of the pilot boys, right?
You see, yeah, Bunky like is about to like object and then just says yes.
He just moves his head. Apologies. You see him eye your shoulder patch. Lieutenant. Jesus.
You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Nothing you've got is particularly complicated in terms of injury. You'll walk again, just not for a couple days.
He sort of raises his arm, so for a handshake.
I take it and shake it.
Canton.
What was that? I'm sorry, out of character.
Canton. Just
Canton. Like the administrative subdivision. Okay.
Perfect name.
Well, Canton, we got others to take care of. I'll get back to you when I can.
you as you get up to leave, he sort of just lays his head against the mattress, just sort of leaves everything to be like the others, just sort of leave him be.
I'm gonna find a nurse and see if we can get him a transfusion, but there's no way we've got a decent blood reserve, do we?
As you look for a nurse, you fail to find one, and you see the doctor sort of look over. Lieutenant.
We don't have any blood on hand, do we? I have a guy who probably needs a transfusion from a bad thigh wound.
She looks over. How bad is it?
Uh, there was no arterial bleeding, but still, his. I'm worried about shock.
All the blood we have is going to the others. One of the Karaba boys popped an artery.
All right. Well, hey, he's not the worst case, but Bonky kind of scratches his head. Where do we even get our medical supplies from? Are these all surplus from the war, or are we getting them from grocery stores?
Most of them are surplus from the war. A few of them are care packages from the AUK. Not care packages, but geez, she sort of hits her head. I apologize. I'm a civilian doctor.
So, that's fine. I think, given the circumstances, we're doing about as good as we can.
Are you going to be okay yourself, Lieutenant?
Me? Yeah, I'm
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
no problems.
It's just you are part of the ground force, so
No, I'm doing fine. He just kind of like grits his teeth and a little bit. I'm doing fine. Nothing to complain about.
is that are you telling the truth here, Bonky?
Yes, but he's not really trying.
Okay. You see her I sort of eye you. Listen, if there's anything you need, I'm usually not incredibly busy, except for there's one thing I need from you, however.
Yeah?
You're close with Lieutenant Hunt, correct?
Bonky kind of blinks for a little bit, pondering how much to disclose at this point, and then just says, reasonably.
Listen, I've done checkups on her injuries from the war. By all means, she should be fit to pilot, but
In what way?
it's just her burns, they're not severe enough to where she has any major physical disabilities at the moment, but I'm just afraid that if she pushes her luck, then things could escalate. It's not important. We don't have anybody else right now, but both her physical and mental health, I feel I'm worried for her. And if there's any way,
I am too.
listen, just if there's any way you can talk to her about anything that's going on, I think what she needs right now
Go again.
is at least someone to be there for her.
Bonky kind of sighs, looks a little sheepish. I've always been about as close as she'll let me, honestly. She has a nasty tendency of pushing people away once they actually get close enough to know her.
You see her has this sort of concerned look on her face. Fine. Yes. Understood. I'll not keep you anymore. I have my own priorities here.
All right.
Thank you.
Real.
You see the doctor immediately rush to. As you sort of see her give a few orders, you can tell that she's really the only one with any serious medical certification in this room. She is sort of doing the best she can, and it's clear that the people who are helping her are the other Marines who sort of similar, the same people you saw during the mission. So the
So we don't really have any like proper EMTs. So what we've got are like, oh, you did medical training in basic. That's good enough, I reckon.
Essentially, yes. From what you can gather.
Okay, hope nobody has a pneumothorax. Bonky kind of internally is like, okay, we need to get real medical supplies, and then ideally
Real medical
physicians.
personnel.
Yeah.
More of them. At least a couple.
At least a couple. And we don't need many. We just need like
2 guys.
some paramedics. Like,
Yeah, some actual medics, please.
Really need to work on the recruiting. It's okay. Step 1, recruit. Step 2, medical. Step 1, medical supplies. Step 2, recruit.
Metro, Bucky.
Yeah.
As you see the other two leave, classically splitting up after a mission like this, you sort of see the hangar begin to clear out a bit, and you see the engineers starting to look over the suits, just looking over the two and thinking how the hell they're going to get these things out. You two. You see one of the, an older looking man sort of snap over.
I'll walk over.
You were the pilots for these things, right?
I'm not, but I've piloted one of these before.
Actually.
Is Max gone?
Yeah, Max, you still around? Did you have to step out?
My mistake.
You must have had to step out.
Okay. Well, listen. My apologies, Lieutenant, but if you could, do you think you could get in the seat? We need to get these things out and into the hangar proper.
Of course.
Good. He sort of looks over. Right. CPO-1. That was the wrong thing. Gefto Blonde.
Gefto Blonde?
Man, the names are coming thick and fast.
You impeccable taste in Gundam.
Gepto.
Love it.
It's Gepto.
Is this because we've been kicking around here for a little while. This is another one of the like technical staff then, or?
Yes. He sort of. You can tell this is probably one of the main engineers of the base.
All right. I was just wondering if I'd run into them before with my dicking around helping with other technical tasks before or not.
He's wearing a bit of a cap and sort of not exactly a Federation uniform, but altered Federation uniform, sort of turned into something that would fit more in line with Karaba.
Fair enough. We all kind of have like this quasi-military gear at this point because everything's kind of mixed together anyways. So
Yeah.
fair enough.
And is generously provided by the Federation government.
As you get into the suit, you sort of see a man, another man with the classic. What do you call those airports? The sort of airport signs to help somebody land.
Oh, just it's got the flashlights with the friggin' tubes on them.
Oh gosh.
Yes, he has those.
Runway lights. Oh no, those things. Gosh, what?
I don't. Yeah, I think we all know what you're talking about. None of us.
Yeah.
None of us have the words
We all know
for it.
what they are. I don't know what they're called.
So
he sort of helps you move them. You're currently piloting the Type C. It's actually very familiar. This is almost 1-to-1 what the gym cockpit looked like during the war, with a
Okay.
few modifications that makes it actually much easier to pilot and much smoother.
They are Marshall's wands.
Ah. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, I imagine parking these in here doesn't strain my piloting abilities too much.
No. You sort
Maneuver
of...
check, please.
Hmm?
I'm
It's just
thinking, like,
as I
yes,
just wreck this thing, 666 it, and we're down a suit.
it blows up.
Yeah, no, there is no need to check. You've piloted this. It's as simple as moving. You actually have to tell people to clear the way. Just make sure you don't,
Don't squash anyone.
no.
Awful way to go. Awful way.
It really would not be good.
very bad. Very limited personnel here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll work at getting the suits moved in, and then I'll just join the team, giving them the once over to see because we lost the container with the parts and the extra weapons, right? That got strafed by the Ashamar, if my memory serves.
Yes. What you currently have is what is on the suit itself, which is a beam rifle sort of tapered to the back of the skirt, and of course the beam saber, which is connected to the suit itself.
Okay, so yeah, I was just thinking in terms of spare parts, stuff like that.
Don't get it damaged.
Yeah, don't get it damaged, and we can't run these things all the time because we're going to spare parts are going to be a problem just for normal wear and tear. But
Well,
at least for now, we have 3 suits.
You see Gefto talking to Jert and John. Well, for clarity's sake, just Petty Officer John, and they're sort of looking things over. Do you voice these concerns to the two of them?
Yeah, probably just an offhand way of saying we got to make sure these things are what's the word I'm looking for? Maintenance is going to be super important because we can't afford to have any components be burnt out and shit like that because presumably we do not have a huge supply line. So giving these a once over, making sure that they hadn't taken any damage, we haven't noted or things like that is going to be important.
You see Gefto snap his fingers. You aware of the Zeonic front of the in, I believe it was Vietnam or Jerton's Cambodia maybe? Either way, front in Southeast Asia. You aware they deployed Gundams there, right?
Would I be aware of that? I mean, presumably it was not the front I was on, so I don't really.
It was a big war.
Yeah.
I will say for this, if you want to, this would be your choice between politics or there's not exactly. Yeah, I will say politics, investigate, or with. I'd say that's either keen or poise. So just your choice between those 4.
Oh, well, let's go keen investigate then, because I'm slightly better at that.
Max is dead. We'll
Max
define
written that.
service.
Oh, I have in fact failed that check by 2. So
This is news. This is news to you. You
Yeah.
actually, from personal experience that Gundams were used to, that there were plenty of Gundams throughout the war. You did not know of this instance though.
Okay.
You see Gefto sort of just scratch his head. Well, they wrecked one of them, and they used Zaku's for spare parts, right? And so Jerton's yeah, I think so. If that happens, I think we'll just do something similar.
I'm gonna have a half Zuda, half Jim.
We have
I-
plenty of Zaku breastplates and helmets. At least.
Okay, so we have like assorted Zaku bits, just no functioning Zakus. Is what you're saying.
We
Oh God.
we have armor pieces. We just
We're-
don't have the frame.
Okay, I was gonna say otherwise we're gonna reverse our way into Azani, and that is not a
Good.
comforting thought.
Although you will still be able to use a beam gun.
That's true. It's significantly superior. I mean, if we keep the generator going. But okay. Shall I think here? Yeah, I don't suppose I have too much to add. I'm just gonna focus on, the maintenance for right this moment.
You
Especially if like we're worried that we might have to like relocate bases shortly, making sure everything like can move under its own power is capable of doing so is going to be important.
you all right there, Lieutenant?
Probably just gonna lie and say yes. Of course.
Just lie, yeah.
Yeah, because he's definitely not feeling super great about this. This is a near disaster, and not too happy about absolutely murking a whole bunch of like Federation troops. But I don't see any reason to to mention that information right now. So
Roll a deception poise.
Deception poise.
The filthy liar skill.
Yeah, it's the thing that I'm not particularly good at, but I am in this case. That's 4 success.
Okay, you actually see him. Just you see him give you a bit of weird look. His brow perks up, but all right, just making sure. That was a bit of a rough one for everyone, from what I've heard. So don't keep yourself up too much. If you need to, me and the boys can get the rest done.
Appreciate that. I think I'd rather keep busy.
All right. Then we still have the we still have the new one to get through. All right. Well, let's get at it then.
All right.
Okay. Now, Hunt, where are
Yeah?
you at the moment?
Probably if I haven't found a computer and what's the word? Printer, I would have found a piece of paper and started writing out my after action report.
I imagine you have okay, so laptops most likely aren't exactly a thing, but essentially in one of the offices, you were able to find you were able to be led to a sort of personal computer that's used by everyone mostly. It's no mouse completely keyboard.
You mean a computer, yeah?
Yes, a computer.
What's a mouse?
Exactly, what's a mouse?
Why are we talking about farm animals?
Farm animals. What the
Animals.
fuck?
You actually
Hold on.
you see, actually, as you go there, everything's a bit dusty. You're kind of needing help getting everything together. This thing hasn't been used in a few months. And you see, like, a literal mouse next to the keyboard.
Do it away.
It just slid, like, yeah, no, it just runs off.
Scampers off.
Mm-hmm. It's plenty of various bugs, critters, and mice throughout the base. It's a bit of an issue, but nobody seems to complain. Most likely they're used to it.
I sit down and I write something up so that I can print.
You do so. It takes you a bit as you're working. Uh, just very standard after action, very medical, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. You actually weren't given the complete details on the casualties. Or actually, were you?
I am,
Yes.
as the ranking officer, I kind of have to be aware.
No, you were, but you actually don't know the. You were given the issues on the casualties. You don't know if any of the injured will survive, and so you are a bit, how do I say, unclear on that front.
I leave it open so I can get a pen and write it in after quickly checking in.
Uh, After a while, after you're almost through, you hear a knock on the door.
Look over to the door.
It's Rin Maddie, the lieutenant colonel.
I stand up at attention.
Stand down, lieutenant.
I go at ease.
She sort of pinches the bridge of her nose. Classic. Looks through her clipboard. What are you doing here?
Writing an after action report.
Oh, you see her eyes sort of widen. Very, very well. Could be sure to make a copy. I will need that, actually.
Understood, ma'am.
Good, if we can get that to, God, if we could get that to the director. You see her sort of, like, lost in thought for a moment.
Should I make 3 copies?
No, I can on my own, but thank you. How was everything? How was the mission?
Compared to what I know about infantry operations, actually pretty good.
Really? Didn't seem that way on your way in.
What front were you on during the war?
She sort of adjust her glasses. I was I was EFSF.
That sounds like. Well, thing is, I fought on Earth, even in the Space Forces for 2 months. This is pretty typical. Oh, when we have this bad of an overmatch.
I suppose staying in a ship the entire war doesn't exactly give you an accurate report then.
I nod.
Well, it's. I suppose it's worth the sacrifice. You see a sort of disgust in her voice at those words.
I nod in agreement.
I'll want to talk to you and your crew in their entirety once you get on your way back. Sort of a meetup later tonight. It's we can't. Like you see something's on her mind, and she's sort of avoiding broaching the topic. Do you want to push that?
No, actually, I want to bring up something completely different. I say, ma'am, would it be possible to get an extra suite of uniforms on our next supply drop?
The next supply drop, that should be about a week from now, actually. She marked something down. Yes, I can either contact the director or the AU directly. We should be able to do that. Why
Good,
so,
because
man?
the Zeeks can't stay in their old uniforms.
You see her bite her tongue. Why is... I mean, why is that?
It makes us look extremely bad.
It's not like there's anybody to watch us in the first place.
It will be eventually.
Ma'am, the AU and Karla cannot be seen working with Xeons.
No, we cannot, but I'm not exactly
And if
the
they wear,
person you have to tell this
I'm-
to, you
I'm-
know.
I think I have to go. I'm really sorry that I barely did anything, and it's only an hour in, but I'm getting bombarded with shit to do right now, so I'm sorry.
It's alright. Are you good?
Yeah, just a lot of shit is being thrown at me, and I have to do work and also help my mom with something because I don't know.
Do you have
Kind
to
of pissed
leave?
about it. Sorry. Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'll
right,
watch the recording. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
but he fucks off to find the vents.
Yeah, he starts like eating the shit in the walls. He just eats like fiberglass. But he's
Actually,
fine too.
before you leave, Bucky, I want you to make me a awareness keen.
Awareness keen. My awareness is where is it? 4. A keen is 3. What was my 1 success.
One success, Bucky. You are off helping. Some of the engineers sort of move multiple materials. You were in one of the heavier machineries. As you towards the end of the day, we'll skip past for you a little bit. As you make your way to your quarters with Bonky, you notice something in the wall. Just in one of the offset corners. You see a sort of grate on the top of the ceiling, sort of
Climb into it.
hanging off.
I climb into it.
You climb into it, and we'll leave it there.
Adventure for next time.
Adventure for
Ready
next
to
time.
gotta go. Bye, guys.
Okay.
I was talking to Ren.
Lieutenant, forgive my bluntness, but I'm not exactly the person you'll need to convince for that.
Understood.
If you want to change our uniforms, then I suggest you talking to the colonel herself, and I'm sure you'll have a much better time than I would having to spark that idea. There's a bit of sarcasm in her voice.
I'm not quite sure how to take that.
The people we're working with are very headstrong in their beliefs, but they're not like your average Zeke. They're working with us for a reason.
You're like an average Sikh, and I am thoroughly unconvinced.
Your average Zeke wouldn't be working with us at all. They'd be shooting at us. And I am well aware of that since I've been assigned here. I've been well aware of that for the past few years, ever since the war. You never did any counterinsurgency.
No, I only ever fought during the war itself.
Before the creation of the Titans, after the war, most of the counterinsurgent operations, they were all given to standard battalions, standard EFSF and EFGF. Just regular units clear from the war, continuing fighting 2 years after. I can tell you from my own experience then that if I don't know the full picture, but it but if diehard Zeeks who are still here after the war, they would see us as Federation, just as the Titans.
Be sure to take it up with the Colonel then, ma'am.
Do what you wish, but don't expect anything to come from it. The Colonel is the most headstrong of them all. Her eyes narrow at that.
I say it, violent thoughts. I can be rather persuasive when I want to be.
Well, don't get yourself or the Colonel hurt in the upcoming argument then. She adjusts her notepad. I like you, Lieutenant. I want to see you do good things here. I believe with my help you can.
What an odd thing to say. Strange choice of words, ma'am.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
I apologize. I tend to say what I think and say what I believe, and that usually gets me long ways. Usually.
That seems like an uncomfortable thing to open up on, so I'm gonna let that lie.
It's becoming more apparent that her position here and her position during the war is a very uncomfortable and very new one for her.
So look, if I had to guess, like, what's the word? Only saw action like during a big battle, and didn't actually do much of anything.
I'd say if you want to go that deep, you will have to roll a keen empathy.
No. This is just my what's the word? Impression.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so to everyone, to Macho, Hunt, and Bonky. As you're all sort of having done your task, your separate task, there's a very loud, actually, Bonky, Quicks, your mics.
Mm.
Oh, it just picks
Is
up.
what?
Oh, it just picks up on some like outside noise.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
We're running into something.
the lights flicker throughout the base. The generator is shuttering on and off and on and off. You hear a loud crash on the top of on the ceiling of the hangar, and another one, followed again. You hear loud bombardments of explosions all throughout the ceilings and throughout the base, and it feels like an earthquake. Everyone is trying to stand on their feet, others fall to the ground. You see windows crack, broken. The suits themselves are having to be, if they weren't sort of put in place with various ropes and various just various ropes, then they'd probably have fallen to the ground. And then just as soon as it had happened, it ends, and everything.
That was a lot faster. That was a lot faster than I thought they'd find us.
You see a bit of a panic. You see a bit of a panic happen as people are just wondering what the hell just happened. Bonky, next to you, you are sort of out of the hangar. You just left the good doctor. on your way, you sort of see the Matro in one of the mobile suits, along with two of the head engineers, along with Church and John. Uh, the
The
Matro.
Matro.
The Matro. Oh, jeez. The main man Matro, yes.
What on earth was that?
I look over to Rin. And then I ask her, were you ever in Jaburo during the war?
You see her, like, lean against one of the desks, like, just trying to keep her footing. No, I wasn't.
I tell her, I can tell.
Jesus Christ. Get your crew. We're going to the colonel. We have a lot to talk about.
It's
I remember this bombing raid. We talked about this last time of this week.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
what happened? They just
It's
would
a
carpet
regular
bomb anyone.
occurrence.
Fun times.
Of course, the Titans would just do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say we don't have morphine and they've got enough ordnance. Like we're just gonna carpet bomb anything that we think could hold somebody because we don't feel like searching it hard.
Yeah, they might not even know exactly where we are.
Yeah, just like this looks possible. Kaboom.
Simply set napalm the jungle, just cause.
Bastards.
I print out my report, make 3 copies.
As you see the sort of commotion in the hangar, you see your good friend Gally go over, sort of wrangle up Bonky and Matcha. You good, Quicks?
Yep.
Okay. Sort of
My sensitivity might be a little high because we're catching your yawning.
No, yeah, I'm kind of insufficiently caffeinated for this.
I apologize. Max left, and so this might be a shorter session than usual. I apologize.
All good. Not your fault. Not even Max's fault, honestly.
It isn't, exactly.
It's those perfidious Titan sympathizers.
And of course,
Exactly.
adults are the enemy. We learned. Tomino taught me this.
Everyone looks to Freb.
We're all adults. Well,
Everyone then looks to Tired.
Oh god. I was gonna say I can't believe I'm directing as the youngest person here, but I'm not.
You're not. Nope. That is Max.
Yeah, literal baby. Literal child.
Literal infant. Yeah, it hasn't even been born yet. It's really sad.
It's really sad. Just a fetus, really.
Yeah.
Not even.
Uh,
Anyways.
Anyways,
Yes.
Say you're laughing. It's like it's all the same. You're all so young.
I'm almost 25. I'm not that young.
As you're sort of being gathered, Matro, you actually Matro, roll me a this would be maneuver poise, maneuver tact.
Remember that? Okay. So here. That is 5 success.
Okay. You've piloted suits under fire before. It's even though this is the first time piloting a suit in what feels like years, especially due to your just experience as a pilot in general, especially piloting during storms. This is easy. You were able to just simply keep the suit in place as everything happened. You sort of kind of prop yourself against the ceiling and against the wall. Also acting as a support in case of a cave-in.
Okay.
You're able to park the suit next to a how do you say a loud what would you call like those support beams that stand next
Scaffold?
to scaffolding, yes, and sufficiently leave. after the bombing, though you're a bit careful in case it continues. As you're sort of all corralled in, just you see Rin Maddie, so it'd be like, where that's Matro, that's the lieutenant, and the lieutenant. Jesus Christ, where's the ensign?
Good question.
It's it's fine. We'll catch him up next time. As you're sort of all left, sort of making your way up, who would be in the back of the sort of group, I want to say?
Well, it's just like, how are we gonna do Bucky not being? How are we gonna do Max not being here?
He's just in the vents for the next
He
while.
finds. We spent an hour looking for him. We cannot find him.
Yeah, I just, you know what? Here's an idea. Everyone, as you see, the Lieutenant Colonel, where the hell is the ensign? I want everyone to make a keen awareness or keen investigate.
Does Bonky get an type bonus?
Actually,
Do
keen
I get mine?
investigate, not awareness. Well, okay. Keen awareness if you want to guess where he is. Keen investigate if you want to find where he is.
Do I get my special boy bonus?
Special boy bonus. I will say Bonky gets the special boy bonus just for knowing Bucky.
Okay.
Oh, hey, critical success.
Jesus.
4 successes.
I did investigate and got 3 success.
Okay. So, Hunt.
Yeah?
Just as everyone's sort of looking, so 4, 3, and critical, correct?
Yep.
You all, as you look up, you hear a creaking in the ceiling.
I ignore it.
What kind of creaking?
It sounds like something's moving up there.
I definitely ignore it.
Like a mobile suit, or like a tank, or like a dude?
Like a dude. Like something small,
Okay.
like an animal, really.
Huh. It's definitely time to evacuate. Or at least take a look out and see what happens. Someone's got to go outside.
When I say ceiling, you're not in the hangar. You're sort of on the ground floor, going up to the offices.
I look around. Is there a broom near me?
A broom. I'd say you're able to find something sufficient. That's broom-esque. Just something like a pointy stick.
Is Rin with us right now?
Yes. Actually, no. Ren is not with you.
Okay, then. I take the stick. I hit the top of the ceiling. Say, Bucky, get down here.
You hear a muffled phrase, which you cannot tell. But given in the next 10 minutes he does not come down. And you've
I sigh.
completely lost his position.
We gotta. He's like a scared cat. We gotta like convince him to come down.
This part of dealing with Bucky, I do not miss.
Matro. Roll me another keen awareness as they're dealing with Bucky.
Okay. That is 2 success.
You all gathered up on the stairs, sort of like looking through the ceiling above you, like sort of in this cramped little thing that leads up from the first floor to the second, and then from that to the surface, just trying to coax Bucky down. Matro, as you realize that you don't see the lieutenant, you go over, you kind of leave the group for a bit, and you see you see the doctor and the lieutenant sort of talking to each other, and as you get closer, you see them sort of pull away, and it's like, lieutenant, not the lieutenant, the doctor and the lieutenant colonel.
I'm telling you, that rank causes so many
It's
so
like
many
me.
headaches for people remembering stuff. It's
There's too many fucking lieutenants.
It's like actual Z.
all right. So just caught them discussing something and being sketchy.
Yeah, no, they were just rather close together, and you sort of see her. Oh, Lieutenant, is everything all right? Were you able to find the ensign?
I think he's stuck in the vents currently, which, from my understanding, is not an unusual state of being.
No, stuck is new. But, yeah.
We can start it without him. We just need to get this information to the colonel.
All right then.
Just get the other two lieutenants. We'll get up.
All right. I'll walk back and just say we're supposed to worry about getting Bucky out of the vents later and seem agitated. I'll get this over with.
I'm fine.
You're sort of put in the familiar sort of meeting room. You see the desk of the lieutenant colonel sort of being not the centerpiece, but on the back wall in the center, a more like strategic planning desk with maps and other bits of paper and documents scattered throughout it. The room's rather dark. The power still hasn't crept back on. You see a sort of candlelight being lit. The room being lit by candlelight as everyone gathers in. With you is the three of you, the lieutenant colonel, the colonel himself, looking rather not perplexed, but a little mieved off, to say, and Galleon Trial right behind. The sort of junior ranking of these little group.
Where are we headed? What are we doing?
I hand the relevant people my after action report.
You see, the two of you see Hunt hand both the colonel and the lieutenant colonel two different documents.
Alright.
We still don't have official numbers on the casualties.
I already said. That's how I remember. I said I would have gone to the good doctor.
Actually, I imagine Bonky would have filled you in.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
On the way over.
Bonky, from what you have, from what you were able to gather, everyone who was injured was able to be put in stable condition.
To the best of my knowledge, everyone that we brought here is stable and ready to be moved.
This includes some of the injured prisoners, as well.
Yes. It does.
That's about lines up with what the doctor was able to give me. Actually, she doesn't say doctor, she says Amiri.
Okay. Are we going to be moving them out in the Medea and the Fat Uncle? Because if we're going to get bombed a lot, we can't keep them here. At least not the prisoners.
You sort of see her look to the colonel. Move them where?
Anywhere that is not here.
Yeah, just take the Medea, go fly it, park it for a little bit. I get the feeling that the Titans don't actually know where we are, and that they're just bombing the desert randomly. Either way, the Medea carrying the prisoners could do a recon flight. But I guess someone's got to stick their head out of the base first and take a walk around.
If they do that and get caught, then the entire operation's over. If they do that and don't get caught, then there's a chance that our Medea isn't able to make it to wherever we're sending them. It gets caught, we lose the pilots, the Medea, and all the prisoners.
Well, we sent out the people for a couple people walking around will draw less attention and conceal themselves easier than opening up a big hole in the ground and flying a Medea out.
There's no reason we have to do this today.
I mean, unless they're staging a ground assault from the base, just outside of what we can hear.
There's no reason.
I think back to Odessa and think, no, that's far too short a bombardment.
You see the colonel get concerned. Bonky and Matro.
Yeah.
Can both of you roll me a awareness scheme?
Alright.
With special boy or no?
Ooh, boxcars.
No special boy.
No.
Oh no!
Snake eyes.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
7 successes.
No crit.
Metro.
I was like, and that's another. I'm just collecting awakening points at this point still.
Wait, I think
I know. What?
But you failed one of the tests.
Maybe. Who knows?
Once you fail a ranking test, you can't continue. You're stuck at your rank.
No, I may have.
I think you did.
Alright.
Metro.
Yeah.
You because of your previous experiences, I'm going to say that your immediate thought is they bombed the base. They're going to go in for assault, or they're going to try and get a bunker buster here. It's over. You have a limited amount of time to go, and you essentially have the closest thing you can have to a panic attack, I imagine. And then Bonky, your immediate assumption is that if they knew where you were, they wanted to bombed, they would have sent the ground forces in for a sneak attack and just killed you all then.
Okay.
Because that's your immediate assumption, at least.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm still running off the assumption that just artillery is the god of war. Us. 6-hour bombardment followed by a ground assault.
So they're just sticking us in our fucking hole, aren't they?
I'm still not convinced. Bonky kind of shakes his head a little bit. I'm not really convinced they know exactly where we are. If they did,
we'd be dead.
Well, if they did, they'd probably have landed people here and kind of surprise attack us by, they wouldn't bombard the desert that we're 30 feet under. That would never work. They'd infiltrate and gas us probably. They wouldn't do it like this. I don't think they actually know where we are. They just have a general idea, which means the time to move the base is now, before they close the noose.
I mean, the thing is, the Feddies didn't make the bunker, so there's no way they'd know where we were right now.
The bombing says otherwise.
Won't they just bomb any shelter? Won't they just bomb like any old destroyed military base within the 100-mile radius?
Yeah, they probably just hit every recognizable structure in the Mojave with cluster bombs, just hoping they got something.
Yes,
Yeah,
however,
my
that they
concern, won't they send
since
someone to see if their bombs actually hit something? Like,
I share the same
Later.
concern.
Yeah.
However, that does mean we are on a time limit. We have to plan to be out of here before they come looking.
I assume you already have a plan to evacuate in case of emergencies already?
We do, but we were never expecting it this soon. We have places in LA, but moving everyone there, and especially incognito, is going to be much more difficult to put into action.
Well, I think we need to start expanding operations into LA anyways. If we're going to start doing more direct actions, we're going to take more casualties, which means we're going to need more medical supplies and more physicians. We're desperately low on even basic medical supplies
Or even manpower.
and manpower.
It is a very good question. Point Bonky, what is the state of Carba in LA itself?
Say that again?
What's Carba like in LA itself? How much support can we draw on?
It's not as big as it is in San Fran for she sort of gestures in the air. It's a smaller area, and though after the riots, it actually has grown a bit. It's less Carba sympathizers, but more anti-Titan resentment. As for our agents in Los Angeles, she sort of snaps over to Gally. Gally sort of looks over. We have enough civilian, but when it comes to their militancy, it's more so we can get supplies in there, in and out. We could probably do that for the rest of us. We can. We don't have anybody in a serious political power there, but as for the evacuation, that's probably something we could do, but it'll be risky considering the time limit. Plus, do we do it piecemeal, or do we go all together?
Piecemeal. We need to find place. We have mobile suits to hide now. That's going to take some preparation to find appropriate places in the outskirts to hide them in.
We have a few, you see actually, the colonel goes, we have a few hangars, and we have a few hangars in LA proper, mostly seaside. Docks of sorts, just docks and the little cargo spaces for shipping. They essentially abandoned, but as for property, they're all good as ours.
Alright.
how do we move suits into LA without them being spotted? Like, if we have a place to hide them once we get them there, but getting there is going to be challenging.
That would be a tough one.
I mean, with what we have, the Lieutenant Colonel Ajax, we have the trucks, but that's about it. They're not exactly civilian either. We'd probably have to either risk it there or get our own. Plus, it's not like those property rights are exactly sealed, signed and sealed. We'll have to deal with that too on the more legal side. Just if we don't want squatters accidentally checking and saying something they shouldn't.
I wonder if we wouldn't be better off trying to hide in plain sight with, like, attempting the actual move of the mobile suits. Fake paper make it look like it's a Federation convoy moving suits around. reinforcing somewhere rather than trying to go completely undetected. If we get stopped by Titans, we're Federation combat. If we get stopped by Federation, it's stuff for the Titans, something like that. Like rely on the fact that it's not. They're essentially operating two different militaries at once.
You see the colonel come back, sort of, like, put her fists down. We've been here for 6 years, and we have never, not even a suspicion that we were here. We've gotten mobile suits in and out of this area dozens of times. Dozens of sorties. I say we stay. This is my home. This is where I've lived. I don't think we should leave. It's too much of a risk.
We need at least have a plan. They're gonna find us eventually.
The civilians cannot stay here.
Ideally, the prisoners shouldn't stay here either.
If we leave, we're just going to be found out.
We'll be found out eventually. You can't really hide an airport. Like, it will be found eventually. They'll have a satellite take a picture of it when we have the door open. They'll triangulate all our flights. It's only a matter of time. They will find us eventually. The more noble suits we get, the faster it'll be.
Well, by the time we're found out, we'll want enough manpower where we can actually start the offensive.
No, we're always going to be on the back foot for manpower against the Earth Federation ground forces. We've got to play to our strengths, and right now one of our strengths is they don't know where we are, and they don't know exactly where we are, and we are small enough that we can more or less move our entire personnel and equipment by person. I understand that this is your home, but when they blow up this place, we can't have you in it.
I'm just thinking to myself, of course, the Zeke thinks that you can just outfight the Federation.
Yeah.
How did that go last time?
There really are no soldiers in Xeon.
You see this sort of... You see the colonel just sit in her chair, just thinking and thinking. I want all of you to roll me a... This would be not even charm.
Good, because I have one in charm.
Roll me a politics.
Oh no.
Politics,
right?
Politics, great.
Oh shit, that's a good roll for once.
What is this to do?
This is to sort of brute force your...
We're just gonna browbeat.
Can I use my intimidation instead?
Intimidation. You will, but I want you to consider the consequences for failing.
5 successes.
I don't know. I have a 5 in intimidation.
Okay, you can roll intimidation.
Yeah, because it turns my threshold of 5 into a threshold of 8. 4 successes.
Okay, I'm going to use a narrative point.
You don't have any.
I do not have any narrative points. Okay, in that case... So what did everyone roll?
4 successes.
Same.
5 success here.
5 successes, yeah, actually.
Okay. You see the sort of finally give in and just sigh. This big, long, drawn-out sigh. You're right. I've been here 6 years and look at where this has gotten us. We'll make plans to relocate, but they're just going to find us there too. We're going to have to be on top of this if we do this. We won't be able to stay in the same position for more than a month.
Mobility is key.
Okay, new plan. We just need to steal a ship and move this campaign to space.
That's it. Simply join the AU instead.
I mean, if the director gets off his ass, then maybe we'll actually be able to start the war proper, but even then we'll be outnumbered. It's... Hunt, how did... When you say you intimidated her, how did you do that?
I'm just thinking, Aang, I'm the scare. I feel like I'm a very scary individual just regularly. And I make a very stark impression on someone when I just talk.
Okay, let me... Hunt, as you sort of, just, as I imagine you sort of just, stand up, shadow her. Not shadow her, but like, just like stand up, like have her in your shadow. You sort of have that glare. She stands up back, a few inches taller than you. Her teeth gritted. We'll do what you want, Lieutenant. If it's for the best for my men, everyone in the space, then we will leave.
Excellent. And ma'am.
And you see her eyes sort of just narrow on you, but she doesn't seem intimidated. She doesn't seem moved. And she sits back
Yes.
down.
On to another matter. We will need to find new uniforms for your men.
Why?
It is incredibly bad look for the organization if you're still wearing Xeon uniforms.
These are the uniforms we fought in all these 6 years. It's not like the Federation is looking at you as anything but terrorist. I don't see
I
any
feel I think
reason
about the
to-
Karba. I'm thinking about like even the Karba members aren't exactly wearing Federation uniforms.
Just sort of wearing Federation uniforms.
We do need rank and file in this place, but my men will wear as they damn please. We
If
didn't...
they already think of us as terrorists, it's a lot worse if they think of us as Zeke terrorists.
You have to remember that the
For
average,
the opinion of
the average civilian, this is an army of occupation that you're wearing the uniforms of.
and I
So
say
you need to win some hearts and minds.
and then I say I'm less concerned with the Federation government thinks and more or what the Federation populace thinks. Don't forget at what your army did here 6 years ago.
Don't forget what we did here. Don't forget what I fucking did here. She sort of stands up. What did my army do? What did I do?
Occupied Earth. Or maybe did you forget Sydney?
You see her just sort of this sort of confliction on her face. We started this war for liberation, and you better well damn know that. I do not... What I did, the men I leaded, they are not the men. They were not the men in British. They were not the men who occupied LA. What we did here was for liberation.
Sure, that's a great pretty sure that's a great consolation to all of my cousins.
Yeah, drop a colony on Sydney for liberation. Makes a lot of sense to me. You were only a couple colony drops away from winning the war, I'm sure.
Do you say that out loud?
Saw.
Yeah, but
Just the couple colony drops away from liberation bit, because he was at there. He was at the colony drop. He saw it hit the atmosphere.
Not gonna lie, the Like the Colonel feels like our biggest adversary right now for like throwing roadblocks in our plans.
Then I set a iconography. When it comes down to the effective policy or iconography, policy should always win.
You may think that the Stahlhelma and khaki and like kind of weird brownish gray Zeke uniform stands for liberty. No one in LA does.
If you want to strip my men naked and put them in the uniforms that starved their brothers and killed their mothers, then do as you please.
You want to win?
You don't need to wear a Federation
Okay.
uniform. I just want to put you in
You
a
see-
Koroba jacket.
You see, okay, Bonky. You see that actually takes her back.
Yeah, you want to actually win? You want to reach a lasting political settlement? Look, I don't like the Federation either. I dislike it probably just as much as you do, but for the opposite. But oh, hold on. I don't like them. None of us like the Federation. That's why we're here. Okay? Because we are not happy with how the war ended. Now, we're not happy with how the war ended for very different reasons. But we need to acknowledge that the Earth Federation did win. Right? And the people in LA, they don't like the Earth Federation either. And I am more sympathetic to you than they are, but I'm not sympathetic, I'm more sympathetic. But this is how we win. Right? We don't win. We're on the back foot. We will always be on the back foot. We don't win by doing everything right all the time. We win by giving them the chance to do things wrong. And if they put out news footage and news reports of mobile suits and what's that big heavy bomber called?
Garudas?
Yeah, mobile suits and Garudas dropping bombs on people in Zeke uniforms, all those people in LA, all those people in the colonies are gonna support them. If we change clothes for a little bit, that's how we win. Because we can't be the Federation, but better. We can't be Xeon. We have to be something new.
Okay. Bonky.
Every John Smith in LA will see a dead Zeke in a dead Zeke uniform and they won't give a shit. They'll support it, if anything. And they'll be
Here,
signing,
baby.
they'll be inviting the Titans in to get the Zekes away.
Poise empathy.
Boys empathy.
Special boy bonus.
Special boy bonus. This time, because you're a space
See, Boys empathy with my special boy bonus is already a 12.
Thing is, don't forget it clicks.
I
If you roll a 12,
I can fail this automatically. That I know. I'm very aware. 6 successes. It's something I fear all the time.
and you can't re-roll it.
Nope. 6 successes.
You see the colonel stand up. Stay on your lane, Lieutenant. She sort of straightens herself. I am in charge of this space. I am in charge of my men. But Xeon was the one who abandoned us. And this war is all we have left. If that's what it takes to win, then fine. We'll wear your damn uniforms.
There's probably like a... I've actually been thinking about this for a little bit. So the AU uniform is like green and blue, right?
Mm-hmm. It's also...
So I've been thinking that the AU desert uniform is the same, but instead of green and blue, it's like khaki and dark brown, like desert DPM.
The General Karba uniform, especially, is sort of the Amro military jacket.
The bomber jacket.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, so Karaba is just like we're all Kim Kitsuragi.
kind of.
Yeah, because like all you really need to do is you produce the jacket. The pants you wear is just whatever, really.
Yeah. I've actually seen this as a consistent thing. No one ever draws attention to it, but a lot of background AU characters in Zeta have like a red shoulder strap that doesn't have any insignia on it, but it's just there. Like Commodore Blex is the first example I thought of. His coat just there's no insignia on it. His coat just has like a red bit on his shoulder. Yeah, here's the image. It isn't a rank insignia, it's just plain red.
Oh yeah.
A lot of AU characters have it.
Let me get the.
What now, director?
I can't get a good image. I'll have to, but like I believe Yato also wears this, and if I'm not wrong, so do the people in his cockpit, like in sort of the hang.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Carbo bomber jacket.
Yeah,
I'm just
new
thinking like,
plan.
yeah,
We
we just
need
get a
to-
bunch of those.
We need to go rob a hospital and somewhere that makes leather jackets. And just do-
Okay, what we
Yes,
really
princess.
need is we need to befriend some EMTs and have them just kind of smuggle some supplies out for us just like steal supplies every now and then.
Yeah, like what if we just have sympathizers?
Robbing a hospital is really bad optics. Just want to clear the air
Oh,
on that. Yeah.
Yeah, my next plan is I'm just gonna make a fake 911 call. Then when they send the ambulance, we just pick up the ambulance. With the
Yeah,
mobile
we just
suit,
like
and then we
stick
take
up
that.
the ambulance. Yeah.
We just take it.
Yeah.
We probably will
Oh,
even
yeah,
let the
I forgot
EMTs
about
The
out.
government doesn't want you to know this, but the ambulances that they
Are
leave
free.
around are free. I have 12 ambulances.
You
Huh, interesting.
alright. You see the colonel sort of sort of stand up, sort of standing above almost everyone aside from Matro. If I'm correct on those heights, but it's not really. Anyhow.
And that's just 5'11", if I remember correctly.
Ah! Sorry, I was looking through reference pictures for uniforms, and then I found some screenshots from the cinematics for the War for Earth, and they just kind of jump scare me every time.
I want to say.
So the colonel stands.
I want the three of you to know just as well as she does. She points to the lieutenant colonel. That I am still in charge here. That just because you're some big shot veterans from the war, doesn't mean that you suddenly run this place.
Of course, ma'am. And Bunky smiles to make sure that she understands this is a joke. Not personal, but we did win that war. And if you let us, we'll win this one too.
For the first time, you see her give a chuckle, like a genuine smirk. All right, then I'll let you. And she hits you on the shoulder. Go out there, give them hell. Show them
Understood,
what my men
ma'am.
can do, and that includes you lot.
She walks out, and then Bunky goes, "Oh, that could have gone a lot worse than it did."
You see her actually take a cane, sort of hobble her way out.
Oh, okay. Is that new? She didn't have that before, did she?
Actually, I think so far we've only met her sitting down.
Oh, that's that. Oh, yeah.
She sat down and stood up, and that's about it.
Oh, that's awkward.
We've only ever seen her behind this desk. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not. I feel like I'm not one to talk.
And as she leaves, the room sort of quiets. Does Bonky
Glad
actually?
that worked. Yeah, he goes like, whew. Pretty glad that worked as well as it did.
Lieutenant Colonel
Me
Kyle?
too. And I look to Colonel Wren. And I don't think Colonel Wren here knows how to plan an infantry assault, and I sure don't.
How hard can it be? Bonky smacks Jane on the shoulder and heads out. He's gonna go. I'm gonna go. Presumably, talk to Gally about establishing some contacts in hospitals in LA.
Mm-hmm. That just leaves Macho and Hunt. Macho, Hunt, and
Does Wren also leave?
Rin doesn't leave. Yeah, considering considering the years I've worked for her, that actually did go rather well. That's
Wait, what's the word? You hear the record scratch in my mind. Years?
year.
No. I'm glad this could be worked out, reasonably, because otherwise I wasn't feeling like fighting a coup in the middle of a revolution.
Don't let the C award leave this room.
Understood, ma'am.
Stood.
I'm just that if you you should have seen her when she talked to the director. It's
Like I said, Ed Colonel, I can be very persuasive.
in her own right too. She was the one who got her own men this gig in the first place, I suppose. That's one way to put it.
Not sure why they would want it not to be out here, though. This place is kind of a shithole.
Oh,
And I've seen some real shitholes.
you don't know the trade then. They when she talked to Director Hayato for the meeting, the original negotiation was that they give their supplies, their time, their men, and they get a pardon. They've been stuck here for quite some time. I'm not sure how I feel about that myself, but it's not sure about letting people like her roam free after all of this is over, but
Who said anything about that? I say with an eyebrow.
we're not the Federation, Hunt. We can do better than that.
Well, they better stay in their fucking lane.
Okay, jeesh. Listen, let's play nice for now. Okay? She's the most experienced leader here out of all of us. She has the connections we need.
Like, what?
For one, she's the reason why we're not being attacked by every Zeke in this goddamn Mojave. What do you think? You think the entire Aetherd agreed to this?
I harumph. Well, if they're content and to smash their faces against the Federation, who am I to stop them, really? However, they were smart. They take the deal.
Oh, I shouldn't have had Bonky leave so abruptly. Thought the conversation was over.
That's what you think.
Yeah. Yeah, leave Jane alone to do her negotiations with an authority figure. Yeah, brilliant. Nice move, Bonky Barrio.
You know what she's like.
I thought the conversation was over.
You fool.
I'm worried we're going to be expending a lot more effort, like fighting each other at this point than we are the Titans. The way this is going.
You see, when Bonky had left, we had reached an approachable temporary compromise, and he knew better than to ask for more.
Thing is, I am completely content with our compromise. I am, however, very concerned. All right, about if they break it.
Yeah, we don't have time to worry about that now.
Macho, you've been in the Macho. She says here, first name. You've been in the Federation longer than I have. You are well aware that sectarianism is sort of how do you say a tradition at this point?
One I wish we could leave behind, but it absolutely is.
Well, to the sectarians, she raises a fake glass. Imaginary glass.
What does Macho do?
He's just going to I'm just gonna shake my head. I just want to focus on winning this war before worrying about the next one. Or the last one, as it were.
Yeah. We, the players, have the foresight to know that once they beat the Titans, we're going to be fighting the Zeeks again.
Wow.
However, actually, no one can reasonably predict that because Axis is still in the asteroid belt.
We the players do, not our characters.
Well, yeah, and mine's more like we're going to have to do something about this, like Zeeks who are
the Zeeks.
Well, I just mean these ones here, like this unrepentant, like. I think the first thing we have to do is, like, as soon as we have the opportunity, we should just shove them all on, like, the next ship go into orbit and get them the hell off Earth. This is a potential powder keg, but I really don't want to be, like, worrying about that right now. We need them for the moment. At least until we could start, like, improving our position enough that we can start recruiting. Because right now, yeah, we don't have a whole lot to offer someone. Like, we need to improve things to the point where people think they can win, and then people will start coming out of the woodwork. But until we reach that point, it's gonna be slow going.
I imagine as everything comes to a close, Bonky, you start making negotiations with Galley for possible medical supplies and local EMTs. And as Maddie, Gren raises the imaginary glass and hands are shook and the night comes to a close. As the dust clouds above sort of clear, the damage settled. What once was a mighty Federation airbase now completely torn to ruin and ash. The night closes. And so does the episode.
Excellent.
The part.
All right.
I'm not laying. This will be part 1.
Caffeine, please.